and they would fly circles around the Wildcat and shoot it down.
Okay.
And then eventually, the plane that we replaced the Wildcat with was the Hellcat.
Yeah.
And the Hellcat was more and more of a match than the Wildcat. And so between the Zero and the Hellcat would win.
Have you ever flown a Hellcat?
No.
But
I talked to a guy much later, and I was doing some work on my canopy on a '63 Rambler Rebel convertible, and the guy that works with the shop, he told me he used to fly Hellcats in the Navy, and he said, flying a Hellcat was just as easy as you. Because after the Navy, I was still flying as a pilot. I had, at that time, I had I was flying a four-place Piper, and he said, he's flown them both, and he said the Hellcat is just as easy to fly as your Hellcat, as your Piper. Like to get your wheels up on a Wildcat, you gotta crank it 100 times, like this. 100 times to bring both wheels up, and you could tell because the plane was going, as it's taking off, it's going like this.
Oh, okay.
And the Hellcat, it's all automatic.
So when you were on the aircraft carriers, did you see the Corsairs all lined up with their wings being brought up?
Yeah, we had Corsairs on the with Wildcats and then with Hellcats. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the Corsair. It was the F4U Corsair.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in one?
Yeah, but I've never flown one.
And what do you think was the best aircraft in the Pacific in the whole war?
The best fighter in the whole war was kind of a toss-up between the Corsair and the Hellcat. They're both real good planes. I like the Hellcat myself.
The Hellcat? And did you ever fly you didn't fly the Hellcat, did you? No. And how many...
The only one I ever flew was the SBD.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This was my husband, fireman.
Oh, this fireman in San Francisco.
Yes.
What's that?
Oh, this is a picture when you were in the work for the fire department in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, I was in charge. I'm a lieutenant there, in charge of the crash rescue truck.
And was it in San Francisco where you were born in San Francisco, correct?
I was born in Mills Memorial Hospital in San Mateo.
Okay.
Raised in San Francisco.
And then, were you born in what was your birth date?
1924.
1924.
February 24.
This one, Pokemon died. This one died.
This is at one of the reunions. There I am here.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the reunions in Pearl Harbor.
Have they ever had like a reunion where they have the American soldiers with Japanese soldiers meet, where they have like a show of friendship for today type thing?
Yeah, but I never went to any of them.
Okay, so they have had them where they meet with Japanese soldiers and they show that they're friends now?
Yeah, they've had them.
Okay. And how many so you were a gunner on the Enterprise. Were you a gunner on the Enterprise?
No, I was on 5-inch caliber cannon, 5-inch, and then they took me off that and put me up on the island structure, and I did nothing.
This one is my husband.
Oh.
Fireman.
Was it in San Francisco where
Yeah.
where you said the roof fell? There was the fire and the roof fell onto you and you were hurt. Was that in San Francisco?
Yeah, this way.
Oh.
This way. You know my husband.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is the assignment office. There's the chief in charge of this whole thing, and there's me next to him.
My husband young, 那是 young 帅，handsome man.
Yeah.
No, this way is. Which one?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is when I got appointed. There's Chief Murray, and there's me, the chief of the fire department. and there's me.
For you, Bobby, this way.
That's the assignment office.
Okay.
You?
That's me, and that's the chief. Beside the chief.
Oh there.
What's this one?
This one is. This way, my husband young.
Ah,
Oh. Oh yeah, do you have the picture of your driver's? I remember you showed me your driver's license from San Francisco or something during the war, the wartime.
this is,
Oh, no, no Korean.
these boys are my nephews. Lawrence is now, he's an ambassador to the U.S.
Oh.
and Jimmy. Jimmy is
Franz.
full-time carpenter.
Wait, so your nephew is an ambassador to the?
Yeah, I don't know where.
Okay, so he's a politician.
Yeah,
Okay, very nice. How many planes did you shoot down? Either as a gunner.
one that I can recall.
Okay, can you tell that experience?
Huh?
Can you tell me the details of shooting down the plane?
Well, that was the Jap that was peppered my cockpit.
Oh, so the
He's shooting at me, and I'm shooting at him.
okay, and so his plane was shot down.
I finally flamed his airplane, and a lot of black smoke was coming out of it, and he crashed in the sea.
Oh.
And when you crash out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, you're dead. That's the end of you. The big ocean.
Yeah. So you shot down a zero? That was a zero.
Yeah.
So you have like one confirmed zero kill, or a kill that's the zero airplane with the pilot inside.
Are you sure this one you daddy, Bobby?
Oh.
This one you mother?
Oh,
This one you wife?
this is my uncle, but I call him Dad because he raised me. See? And he's an attorney. He was offered full colonelship fees by our government, and he turned it down. He's a pretty smart cookie.
Yeah.
这是 you do. 那这是 which one? You mother?
Oh, that's my mother, yeah.
This one you wife?
No, that's my mother. Both of these are my mother.
When were these pictures taken?
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, this one your wife?
No, I don't know who these people are. And I don't know when they were taken. But she died in a nut house. When she was about ready to come home, she fell off a ladder, got pneumonia, and died. And
Sorry.
She was 16. Well, I don't know how old she was here, but she was only 16 when she had me and my sister. Can you read this writing? Can you read this?
For Sarita and Bob, it takes many years to rise to the top in government. I enjoyed my 19 years with Department of the Army. Love to you both, Jim, brothers, March 31st, 1977.
Hey, this one your wife?
Oh yeah, this is the picture when you were in the Army.
Here's me and my
Or the Navy, I mean.
This is in Los Angeles. Here's my sister and me.
Oh.
Your sister?
Oh, that's a very nice photo.
And this is when I was. This is my grandfather, my Uncle Martin, and his wife, Aunt Margaret, and me. Look at the hair.
Oh, yeah. And wait, what year was this photo taken?
This was taken in Slapsy Maxie's Club in San Francisco in the International Settlement. And that was about
1944.
Does that say anything?
Yeah, it says Uncle Martin, Aunt Margaret, Bob, Grandpa Phalis, Sloppy Max's International Settlement, San Francisco, 1944.
Yeah, 1944. That's an old picture, huh?
Yeah,
Hey, this one your
that's a
wife?
good picture.
Bobby, this one your wife?
No,
This one?
this is my sister.
Oh, this one.
Oh,
My sister.
This one?
was she an actress?
No. There's my wife.
Oh.
My first wife.
You how much wife? You how much wife? 5 wife.
No, 3. There's, let's see, wait a minute.
Okay. You this one see. Okay, can you see?
That's me. That's me with my wig.
Oh, that's a wig?
Yeah.
Yeah, my hair's thinning, and I miss my hair of when I was a little kid. Oh yeah, let me.
And here's me and one of my first cousins, who we call brothers, on the Army ST-251, a seagoing tug in Benicia.
Okay.
Me and Jim.
Yeah. And do you have the? What was the photo that was earlier? Or never mind.
Oh, there I am in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
That's a theodolite. And here's, listen, chapped railroad wheels. The trains are smaller than ours.
What year was that? Was that in the Philippines too?
Yeah, that's in the Philippines.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, this one.
Oh, that's you flying.
This one.
Is in my own plane. Flying my own plane.
And then what kind of planes did you own?
The first one I owned was this one here, an SVD. Oh no, this is a tri-pacer. 4-passenger tri-pacer. And there's Sissy.
Oh yeah, that was very nice. That's where I thought she was an actress because it looks like a 1940s actress photo.
Yeah, she was a pretty girl. And there's my wife.
Oh yeah, wearing a leather jacket.
Oh, here's me and Don McAdams. Annoying.
Yeah, the jacket looks like a motorcycle type of jacket, like a biker jacket.
Here's Chief Murray and me.
Oh yeah, unless you're wearing I don't think. Yeah, that's in the fire department. All right.
And
Your wife.
me and my Aunt Margaret. And me.
Cool.
And here's me and my sister.
Your house.
And this is this house.
Oh.
This is this house when I bought it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you know this one. My husband married me.
Yeah.
A TV. I read the TV, pass newspaper, the TV.
Oh, he did.
China every day see.
Here.
My husband
Yeah,
is
me
sing song,
and my
Chinese
wife.
sing song.
And I had to sing a Chinese song up on the stage in front of all these people.
Every the people.
She's the announcer and he's an interpreter.
Yeah, this.
That's me and my wife.
And your wife's from China, right?
Yeah.
Yes. 你看 this way, too much people.
Yeah.
No money. And TV, newspaper, too much.
Oh yeah. I think this, or maybe. What type of? There's actually one more picture. Just 1 second. I just want to look. I think it was. Oh yeah, this one.
This
Yeah,
one.
I really like this photo.
This one.
And then, what type of when you were the tail gunner, or wasn't a tail gunner? It was the aerial gunner. What type of bullets and what type of gun was it?
Twin 30 caliber machine guns.
Okay, 20, 30 caliber.
And my pilot had a 250 caliber machine gun.
Okay. And then this is the photo I've seen a lot. Yeah. Oh wait, this is actually the. I think isn't this the? That was the photo that was in the other one. It's just cropped and the people are out of it. Just you by yourself.
Yeah, my grandfather over here, Uncle Martin and Aunt Margaret here. Yeah.
Okay. And I think, and your favorite music at the time. We talked about what was your favorite song again? Because we're talking about big band and how you didn't like Elvis. You didn't like Elvis Presley or the rock and roll.
It had to be you.
It had to be you. And then who did the song?
This one.
Oh yeah. This is a good picture.
This one Japanese.
Oh yeah.
You like Japanese?
This picture is this picture.
Yeah. Can I take a picture of this with so I can put it in my book when I'm finished to have it with your. Okay. Yeah, I'll take.
They put it.
Yeah, I'll take a picture. I think.
Put it there. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I don't move.
Okay. And who is your favorite? Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, perfect. And I'll just take it.
Oh no, turn it.
This way.
Yeah, leave it like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect. I just have a few more questions, then I'll take a picture. Can you? Who sang the song?
Doris Day.
Doris Day, and I think she's still alive, isn't she?
Yeah.
I think she. What is she? 97 or 98?
Something like that down in Carmel.
Yeah. So Doris Day, that's your favorite version of the song, and would you remember Franklin Roosevelt, his speeches on the radio?
Do I remember what?
Franklin Roosevelt's speeches on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so long ago that he was the president. And so you remember his speeches and reading about him in the newspaper and seeing his pictures in the newspaper and stuff?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. But you do remember hearing him on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And did you hear the famous speech? I think I asked you and you said, I don't remember if you did, that Pearl Harbor America was declaring war on the Japanese.
Yeah. I remember that.
Do you remember where you were when you heard the radio broadcast?
I was over in the Far East.
Far East. And you remember hearing about the Pearl Harbor attack on the radio within a few days after it happening?
Yeah, but I was in it.
Yeah. So you got both parts of it, yeah. Living through it and then hearing about it. And what was your favorite movie in the 1940s?
Favorite movie?
Yeah, if you had a favorite movie.
Well, favorite movie. I liked Red River.
Red River. And who was your favorite actor or actress during the time period of the
John Wayne.
John Wayne? Have you heard something about his military record, that he didn't want to serve or something? Or that he was... Because I heard this story, because he always plays the really tough guy in his movies, but that during the war, World War II, he didn't do any... He somehow tried getting out of fighting or something. Did you hear anything about that? No.
I also liked Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, Humphrey Bogart was good. What did you think about the movie? Have you seen the movie The Bridge on the River Kwai?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. But that was later, but not in the 1940s. But I'm trying to think of any last question to ask. Oh, remember that story that you told about when you were on deck and one of the sailors, his stomach came out, or of his body, or it was like his spleen or something came out and it looked like a teardrop. It was red, glossy red.
That was after the Battle of August 24th, I think. And we got hit by 80 planes, and most of those bodies came from the two 5-inch cannon on the aft starboard side, aft rear, and they were blown. The bombs went through the powder locker and on the shell locker, and they were blown back and in, and then we after the battle we put them a lot of sailors in a fantail.
Okay.
And I'm walking from the aft towards the bow, and I looked to my right, and the bulkhead separating the hangar deck from the 5-inch guns is gone. The powder locker blew them out, and my feet, my shoes were heading for the fantail, and my head was going the other way. I didn't want to go back there because I had no Chevy. And there's all these sailors in various parts. Guys without a stomach and head, arms, legs, all pieces of the human body. And I remember this one guy's stomach still attached to him, like a big teardrop. And the most glossy, prettiest glossy red I've ever seen. Yeah, that's where that came from.
And there was something about a brother who was pulling on his brother's legs, and that was the only thing.
Well, that was the same battle. And after the battle, his legs were sticking out. The 5-inch gun is on a metal platform, a round platform. And so he grabbed. The doctor told him to pull that body out, and he pulled it out. He pulled his brother in half.
Oh. So from this type of, these grisly battle deaths, were they caused by was it a mixture of explosions and just bullets from the fighter planes that are shooting down at the
most of those deaths were due to bomb hits.
Bomb hits.
Yeah.
And that would cause that would be what blew the bodies apart, was the bomb hits. It wasn't like individual bullets, like machine gunning that the Japanese were shooting at the top of the
Some, but most of it was bombs.
Ship. Most of it was bombs. Okay. And wasn't there a story too that you said you were going to the canteen, and then there was so much blood on the ground, and you said that blood is slippier than water, and that you slipped and fell onto all the blood, and
Slicker than oil.
is that slippier than oil? Blood?
Blood is more slippery than oil.
Okay. And you were going to the canteen and you slipped and fell, and then the person at the canteen thought that you should be checked in because you're full of blood.
I couldn't keep my feet as I was walking past it, where they had the bodies laying out, in rows. The blood, every time the ship would turn like that in the waves, the blood would run back and forth on the deck. I slipped and fell about 3 times, and when I got to the small stores where I wanted to get a pair of pants or something, shoes, I was covered in blood. So the guy that thought I was wounded, he would turn in.
Yeah. And then, I remember last time you said that you were a fan. So would you consider yourself you liked Howard Hughes? You were a fan of the work he did with aircraft?
No, I wasn't a fan, but I liked Howard Hughes.
And do you ever remember seeing him on TV or reading about him in the newspapers?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen his aircraft that he... you never met him, right?
No, but I went aboard the biggest plane he built.
Oh, the Hercules.
Hercules, when it was down in Long Beach.
Long Beach, yeah.
I went aboard it.
Yeah, because they moved it to McMinnville, Oregon, and I went and visited it there. And being inside, it's just such a huge ship. It's a beautiful plane. It's enormous, but it's so beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I think...
But it took so long to finish that the war ended before Army could use it.
Yeah, that's true. I think they did the first test flight was in November 2nd, 1947, I believe. Because I'm a Howard Hughes fan, so I read about all his planes. I remember we talked about it a little bit last time. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. And also in the Pearl Harbor attack, was it the first day, or not the first day, but the very beginning of the attack, one of the fighters machine gunned all this where you guys were, and it sprayed concrete in all this dust, and then you got all this concrete dust or something in your hair, and you said you washed your hair and you had really nice hair, and then it was just covered.
I just washed it.
Oh yeah, you just washed it, and then the next day it was just filled with concrete dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Robert, for letting me record you, and we'll put this on the internet. And
Just bear in mind that so much time's going by that I forgot a lot.
yeah,
Like I forgot. I couldn't name all the battles I was in. I couldn't name the 9 battles because I forgot.
I think when I came and visited you the first time, which was almost 2 years ago. No, it was about a year and a half ago. I think a year and a half. And I remember you told me about 5 of them. You told me 5 of the battles, and yeah. And then so after, was it in 1943, or didn't you say that you were in the Navy and then, but you stopped fighting at a certain point?
We came back at Pearl Harbor, and I left the ship in 43 with the rest of with all the pilots, and we all spent 8 days in the Royal Hawaiian Hotel on the U.S. government pays for it.
Okay. And then wasn't there a story you told me about when you were in Japan, how the people got you like a mattress or something?
What?
How they gave you a mattress to sleep in, the Japanese?
He gave me a what?
A mattress to sleep on. Like like a girl gave you a nice mattress to sleep on or something.
I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, thank you, Robert, and that'll be the end of our, this interview. And yeah, I guess that hat, the very nice hat. Pearl Harbor Survivor. Thank you.